I feel like creative journaling is one of those things that looks really complicated when you see it online. You see these beautiful journal pages, perfectly layered papers, tiny details everywhere, and suddenly you're thinking, okay, mine definitely needs to look like that. But honestly, I don't think that's what journaling is supposed to be about. So today, I just wanted to sit down and make a few pages without overthinking them. I didn't really have a proper plan when I started. I just pulled out some papers and little pieces that I've been collecting and started choosing things that looked good together. And I think that's actually my favorite part. You don't always need a specific idea before you start creating. Sometimes you can just put a few things on your desk, move them around, change your mind 10 times, and eventually something starts coming together. I used to think every page had to have a reason. Like, there had to be a particular theme, everything had to match, and every little piece had to be placed perfectly. But the more I journal, the more I realize that I actually enjoy the imperfect pages more. A little piece that's slightly crooked, a color that doesn't completely match, something that I almost threw away but decided to keep anyway. Those little things somehow make the page feel more personal. And that's what I really love about creative journaling. You're not just decorating a notebook. You're collecting little pieces of your life. It could be a ticket from somewhere you went, a piece of packaging you liked, an old receipt, a tiny photograph, a random sticker, or even just a scrap of paper that you thought was too pretty to throw away. And months later, you might look at that page and remember exactly what was happening in your life when you made it. I think that's much more special than having a journal that looks perfect. And if you're someone who keeps buying pretty stationery but never actually uses it, trust me, I understand. I have definitely been that person, saving the good paper, saving the favorite stickers, waiting for the perfect page, and then somehow months pass and you're still saving everything. So this is your little reminder to actually use the things you love. Make the messy page. Use the pretty paper. Stick that sticker somewhere instead of keeping it in the packet forever. Your journal doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't have to be particularly creative to start. You can literally begin with one piece of paper and see where it takes you. And if you don't like the page tomorrow, that's okay too. It's your journal. There are no rules. I think sometimes we forget that we're allowed to make things just because we enjoy making them. It doesn't have to become a business. It doesn't have to be impressive. It doesn't even have to make sense to anyone else. It can just be something that's yours. So that's what I'm trying to remind myself of while I make these pages. I don't need to make something perfect, but I just need to enjoy the little process of putting things together. And honestly, I think that's enough. So if you've been waiting for the perfect supplies, the perfect notebook, or the perfect idea to start journaling, stop waiting. Grab whatever you already have. Make one little page and let it be imperfect because one day you might look back at that messy little page and realize it ended up holding a memory you didn't want to forget.